In this video, I'm going to be going over the best free all-time Dark Matter Spotlight cards to be grinding for right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam, and which ones you guys should be going for first. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's these all-time Spotlight challenges. If you go to your challenges screen and you go to your Spotlight challenge, there is going to be a free Dark Matter for every single team in the NBA. There's only 29 right now. Tomorrow will be the Trailblazers, but the Kings, the Wolves, right, the Rockets, the Lakers are all going to have their own free Dark Matter. The Lakers is James Worthy, the Rockets is Rudy, the Timberwolves is Kevin Love, and you got to do these 5 really easy challenges, and you do get yourself a free Dark Matter. As you guys can see, the challenges are very simple, very easy to do. Take about 45 minutes to an hour. Take about 45 minutes to an hour to complete, and then you do get yourself that free Dark Matter from that team. So what I'll be doing is going over the best cards to be grinding for and get from this all-time Spotlight set. So if you guys want to go in a certain order, or you just want to maybe get a couple cards from this set and you want to know the best ones, in my opinion, these are going to be all of the best all-time Dark Matters, not at a certain position and not in order necessarily, just going to be all of the best all-time cards in the game. And I want to quickly say, because I know I've been getting a lot of questions in the comment section, these challenges don't expire. You can play them in Season A, you can play them in Season 9. They do not expire until December the 31st, which is obviously not going to be until it will not be until the next game comes out. So you can obviously play these challenges for the rest of 2K23. So now to talk about what all-time Spotlight cards you guys should be grinding for. The first one I would say for sure is probably Doug Christie. I think he's the best all-time Dark Matter in the game. He's 6'6" at point guard, 6'9" wingspan, and he's got such a good jump shot. He's got the LaMelo Ball base, Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing, is one of my new favorite jump shots in the game, and he's also a great defender. 97 block, 98 steal, 98 perimeter, and a 94 interior defense. He's quick, he can drive to the basket, he's got great dribble sigs. I believe he's got this defensive size up and the Curry escape, so his movement is amazing. He's got 40 Hall of Fame badges. I would say Doug Christie is probably the best all-time Spotlight Dark Matter, and one I would definitely recommend grinding for. Now talking about Jack Sigma, once again, this is not ranked in order, so I'm not saying he's the second best and Doug Christie's the best. I'm just kind of going over all of the best ones. So Jack is such a good power forward though. He's 6'11" at the 4. He has such a quick jump shot. Probably the best thing about this card, I believe, is the Cedi Osman base and the Sadiq Bey upper on very quick timing. Yeah, it's a Cedi Osman base and the Sadiq Bey upper on very quick timing. Is one of the fastest power forward jump shots in the game. He's tall enough, 6'11" at power forward. He's got a good player model, good wingspan. He's a solid defender in game, but mainly going to be on your court for offense. Another really good one from the West. There's a lot of great all-time Dark Matters from the Western Conference is going to be this free Dark Matter Rudy. He's a small forward shooting guard. He's 6'8", so pretty good height for that shooting guard position, and he does have a very good jump shot, really good dribble sigs. I believe he has the exact same jump shot as Wes Unseld, so it's going to be the Kobe base and the John Collins upper on very quick timing. Is a great jump shot for this Dark Matter Rudy, and he's a solid defender as well with his heights. I think Kevin Love is just a worse version of Jack Sigma. I think they're very similar power forward cards, where Kevin Love's only 6'10", a little bit undersized at power forward, but he does make up for it with his offense. He's got such a good jump shot. He's a really good pick and pop power forward, and he's going to give you solid defense, 92 block, 87 steal, 87 perimeter, and a 95 interior defense. And then he's also a great rebounder and fairly quick on the court. So Kevin Love, Jack Sigma, very similar at the power forward position, and I think are both worth grinding for, from the all-time Spotlight set. Next card here is going to be James Worthy. I mean, once again, another card that could be considered the best all-time Spotlight card. He's 6'9" at small forward. We know James Worthy has a great player model. His jump shot I still think is amazing with the John Wall base, Al Horford upper on very quick timing, and he's just a really good, well-rounded card. He's a great defender, 97 block, 95 steal, 95 perimeter, 95 interior defense. His stats are amazing all around, and that's pretty much what this card is. He's got 40 Hall of Fame badges, but he can just do everything on the court you need from a small forward. He can defend, he can run to the basket, he can knock down threes off the dribble, catch and shoot, he can play make, he can put the ball in the court. He's got good dribble sigs, great dunk packages. This card all around is one of the best all-time Dark Matters in my team, and a card I would definitely recommend grinding for, especially from the Western Conference. And then probably the last card I want to talk about is going to be Danny Manning, because the cards I don't have are cards I don't think are really worth grinding for, like Tony Parker, Paul Westphal. I'll eventually get these cards because I am obviously going for that endgame option pack as the grand prize, and I'll be choosing Bill Russell so I can get you guys a gameplay on the card. So I'll be getting all of these cards no matter what. but I don't have Paul Westphal right now, Tony Parker, you know, Rick Barry, because I just don't think these cards are really that good. Deron Williams, and same thing with the cards in the East. So I don't think those cards are necessarily worth grinding for, unless obviously you're going for the grand prize when you do have to get every single card. But Danny Manning is the last card I wanted to talk about from the West, and I think he's a really good small forward. He's 6'10". At that small forward position, he's got a very solid player model. He's just like another James Worthy, where he's super well rounded. He's a great defender. He's fairly quick. He can rebound the ball. He's got a good jump shot, you know, 40 Hall of Fame badges. He's just a solid small forward in game. So from the Western Conference, the cards I think that are for sure worth grinding for are Danny Manning, James Worthy, Kevin Love, Rudy, Jack Sigma, and Doug Christie. All amazing free dark matters in the game, and cards that I think are actually really good and can play on most people's teams, unless you do have like a god squad. Now to talk about the cards from the Eastern Conference, we gotta start with Bob Nedelecki. I mean, this card is just so good. 6'9" at small forward. He's a very similar card to James Worthy, but he does have that knockdown jump shot with the O'Shea base and the Tim Duncan upper on very quick timing. Is still one of my favorite jump shots in the game for a small forward. It's quick, it's easy to time, really good in the catch and shoot, and he's going to be a solid defender. And I know a lot of people do consider Bob Nedelecki as the best free all-time dark matter. I think Doug Christie might be a little bit better as an overall card, but they're very similar at their respective position. So yeah, I do think Bob Nedelecki is a card for sure everybody should be grinding for. I think Brad Daugherty, I know I'm mispronouncing his last name, but he's a really good power forward. He's got a great jump shot. I think it's like the what? How do you say the dude's Sabian Lee? I think it's pronounced Sabian Lee, and he's got like a upper. I don't remember what his jump shot is, but I know he's got a great jump shot. He's 7 foot at the power forward position. He's a great defensive card for sure. He's got a 97 block, 90 steal, 90 perimeter, 95 interior defense. He's a great rebounder, and he's fairly fast. So he's a really good power forward card. I would definitely recommend grinding for. Kevin Willis, another really good power forward, 7 foot, very similar to Brad Daugherty. He's got a great jump shot. He can play solid defense. Like, he's a very similar power forward, 98 block, 95 interior defense, 90 steal, and a 90 perimeter. So if you're looking for some bigs and some power forwards, I think Kevin Willis, Brad, and even Vucevic is a decent power forward. Another 7 foot power forward, and a card that can shoot the lights out. He can stretch out the floor. He's got a pretty good jump shot, and he is a very solid defender. So if you're looking for some bigs, I think those are probably the best from the Eastern Conference. You know, Kevin Willis, Brad, and Vucevic. I mean, Steven Jackson, I still gotta mention for sure. He is a really good shooting guard, 6'8" at the 2, and very similar to the dark matter Rudy from the Western Conference. They're very similar shooting guards, can just do everything at a high level. And then also, where's Derek Coleman? Because I didn't get Derek Coleman, but he's another very similar small forward to Danny Manning, where he's 6'10" and can just do everything on the court. And I know a lot of people do like this Danny Manning card. And then Bobby Jones, Don Ole, like, there's a lot of just solid cards in the Eastern Conference. Even Jerry Sloan's not bad. So from the East, the main cards I would focus on is Derek Coleman, Bob Nedelecki, Kevin Willis, Vucevic, Steven Jackson, Brad Daugherty, and Bobby Jones. And then maybe, like I said, maybe like a Don Ole, maybe a Jerry Sloan. Those are some solid cards as well. But yeah, guys, that's going to be all of the best all-time cards in the game, which ones you guys should definitely be grinding for. And yeah, so from the West, like, if I had to pick 3 from each conference, I would say Doug Christie, Jack Sigma, and James Worthy as the 3 best from the West. And then the 3 best from the East, I would say Bob Nedelecki, Brad, and then probably Kevin Willis, man. Like, I think Kevin Willis is so good at power forward. So I'd say those are probably my top 3 from the East: Bob Nedelecki, Kevin Willis, and Brad. But let me know in the comment section down below if there's anybody I missed that you guys think are really good. And let me know, are you guys going to be grinding for that endgame option pack? And if you guys are, let me know who you guys plan on taking, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.